Guys, look at this hair. Like, I swear, Velcro rollers. Life-changing. The volume in the bounce is actually unreal. Like, I don't need a salon, guys. I just need my £2 Primark Velcro rollers. Anyways, this video is not about my hair. This is about this makeup look. Thought it was time that I did my updated kind of like everyday makeup look. This is essentially what I throw on my face when I'm gonna wear makeup. Obviously, apart from when I'm going out, that's like a whole different thing. But for the most part, this is it. And obviously, this is full of makeup products that I love, I trust, favorites and staples. And obviously, this is a routine that I love as well. A little bit different to what I've done in the past. This is very pinky, like very blush, like really blush skin, more of a pinky and nude lip, kind of going down that route of the more like natural skin complexion colors. Minimal eye look as well. You'll literally see, right? Even though it looks put together, it took me 2 secs. Yeah, if I'm wearing makeup, guys, this is what I do, so enjoy. By the way, I can literally throw this on in like 20 minutes. It's pretty much skin focused rather than eyes. Kind of got myself into a routine now where I can just like chuck on my face and go. So you know what? I'm gonna go and enjoy my hot chocolate while you guys watch me put makeup on my face. So enjoy. Cheers to that. Good morning, everybody. How are we? Let's do this morning skincare. I feel like my skin really needs it this morning. By the way, ignore like the patchiness on my forehead. I'm pretty sure that's fake tan. That's gone a little bit crazy. What I do for my morning skincare and then my evening skincare are of course 2 completely different things. I do kind of a bit more in the evening. That's kind of when your skin regenerates and blah, 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 blah. So, oh my God, I sound like a boy because I just kind of woke up. In the morning, I like something that's time efficient and quick, but also does the job right. And you're going to get that from using good products. For me in the morning, I like to do sort of the basics, right? The cleansing, the moisturizing. Listen, okay, you don't need a 5,924 step regime in the morning, despite what some people may say. If you have the right shit, okay, if you've got the good products, you don't need to. Also, I want a skincare regime that helps with the application of my makeup too. Preps the skin perfectly, because I'm telling you, right, the prep of your skin before your makeup is one of the most important steps. At the end of the day, this is your canvas, okay? This is your base. Whatever we put on top of that is what's going to represent this, right? And makeup is great. We can cover a lot with makeup, but we can't cover everything. I've discovered a brand that does that all for me, and I'm not just talking about the skin on my face, but your body as well. The brand that I'm talking about, okay, is Cetaphil. Skincare is something that you can actually physically see working, right? That's when you know you've got a good product. I get that from this, but not only that, this is dermatologist approved, right? So this is like good shit. And what's even better is you can pick this up at the drugstore, so you're not breaking the bank at the same time. Clean ingredients, good products that work beautifully on the skin. I feel like my skin at the moment is pretty good from this, which is crazy considering I've just PMS'd. I'm telling you, you don't need to do the most, okay? Don't overcomplicate things. Skincare doesn't need to be intimidating. By the way, how stinking cute is this, right? Cetaphil have this little thing going on, right? That basically is like, love your skin, take care of your skin and look after it, even when your skin doesn't love you back. We've all been there, okay? Listen, I've had numerous times where I've wanted to literally rip my skin off my face because it's just pissing me off. It's breaking out, it's acting up, and it's just stressing me out, right? But still take care of your skin. That's how we combat that. That's how we fix that, okay? So let me show you what I use. Cetaphil Oily Skin Cleanser, pretty self-explanatory. It's for my skin type. Wet my skin. This is actually a really nice consistency. It's kind of like, I'm gonna say a hybrid between like a gel and then like a cream based one. Also, the smell is very, very light, and in like their moisturizers and stuff, there is no scent, so it's perfect for sensitive skin. Even though I do have oily skin, right, I hate anything that strips my skin. Like I hate that like tight, super dry feeling. I get that after I use fake tan sometimes. Fake tan users, you know what I'm saying, right? I hate that feeling. I need to like replump the skin. This cleanser doesn't do that. It doesn't strip the skin. It will clean it without drying your skin out. I usually like to go in with a toner. I mean, sometimes I do skip it if I'm feeling a little bit lazy. I'm going to skip it today, so I'm going to go straight in with my moisturiser, the Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Moisturiser. You hear that? It's nice and lightweight. It's exactly what my skin needs, so my skin drinks this up. You're about to see how yummy this makes my skin look. You know, you can see that your skin's ready for makeup. Like that's what this is in 2 steps. We're wasting no time around here, okay? And also, this is already open because I just drowned myself in this shit. Please, please, please don't neglect your body, especially my tanners out there. I know you're there. Tan can dry out your skin, so this is gonna lock that moisture back in, but it also helps with the longevity of your tan too, so that's a little trick. Either way though, it's so important to keep your body moisturized. Like we spend so long on our skin, on our face, you know, with all these serums, toners, moisturizers. The body, you forget about it. I'm guilty of it. I do it a lot. 2022 is a new me, okay? We're staying soft and supple. See how she's nice and thick, the consistency, but it actually sinks into your skin. Pretty intense, this one. I feel like no matter what type of body skin you body skin? Whether it's dry, sensitive, normal, you'll be able to use this. Simple, easy, concise. I'm ready to go in with my makeup. Always look after your skin, okay, top to bottom. You're in this little case for the rest of your life. So guys, let's move into the makeup room and let me show you what I do every single day. Well, when I wear makeup. The way I like to start my makeup routine, to be honest, guys, it just kind of depends what I wake up and feel. Some days I like to do my eye makeup first, other days I'll do my skin. It kind of just depends on the vibe. Obviously, I'm not doing anything crazy with the eyes, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, and lip balm, of course. And I have put a little bit of eye cream on too. What is first? I think I might actually do my skin first today. This was talking to me, and of course we're going to start with primer. To be honest, I don't know why more people don't talk about this because this is fucking great. This will smooth out your skin, okay? I'm talking all that pores, any fine lines. Your makeup goes on like butter. It is the best, honestly. Mine is gross. Honestly, all my everyday makeup is covered in shit. I just use it a lot, okay? Don't judge. Pop a little bit in the T-zone. Just anywhere that I kind of want to smooth out, which is typically like the center of my skin, right? I start by kind of blending it into the skin, and then I move over to like this tapping motion to really sort of press it into the skin, which sounds gross, but this is how I find is the best way to really kind of melt this product into the skin. It doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel too heavy, but it feels dead smooth. Like it just does what you want this type of primer to do, right? Sometimes as well, I even mix that in with my foundation rather than putting it on as layers. Little cocktail, and then I kind of just apply it to the skin and it looks beautiful too. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention I have already done my brows. I didn't want to bore you guys because I literally do the same thing, right? My Got To Be glue straight over with my pink honey cocoa powder in Ebony, carving it out, and we're good to go. That simple. Babes, I have to be honest, okay, when it comes to foundation, I have probably like 4, 5 or 6 different favorites. I get to play with makeup for a living, right? So I kind of just chop and change with whatever I'm feeling. That's the beauty of makeup, right? We can trial things, test things, have your favorites, but you don't need to just have one favorite. Do you know what I mean? However, at the moment, there has been 2 foundations that I have kind of been like going between. The first one being my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is in 255, or if I can find it in this mess, you don't want to see down here right now. I know you'll judge me, okay? Peace off. This baby right here, which is actually from Primark, guys. My Perfect Colour Double Coverage Matte Foundation. This is in Toffee. This is £5. I won't lie, this kind of has me in a chokehold. Like, this has a strong place in my heart. This is great. She's an OG too, so how could I say no? I'm going to use this one today. I also sometimes like to mix in a bit of my Iconic London Radiant Booster. This is in Sand Glow. I'll put it on first, then this, or mix them together, whatever. It just depends if I want a bit more of a glow today. I think I'm just going to stick to this. The only downside to this is it doesn't have a pump. That's the one thing it's missing, but apart from that, it's bloody fabulous. I'm just going to tip a little bit onto my face. This could be a rookie, but we're here now. Oh, what a beautiful sound. I actually quite enjoy blending this out with a brush, so let me just grab one. This foundation brush is divine. I feel like a 2014 like YouTuber when I talk about it, because it's real techniques, but remember though, they were popular for a reason, and this one to blend out your foundation is so good. It's the Expert Foundation Face Brush. Honestly, it blends everything out like a dream. So let's just do this. Oh, bog off. I forgot a step. Normally, I go in with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Coverage Concealer. This is in Custard, and I'll use this to hide any marks on my skin from either past blemishes or any discoloration on my skin. Let's do it now. I mean, better late than never. My skin's actually pretty good at the moment, so it's not the end of the world, but any little marks, I'm just gonna cover. I don't blend it out yet. I just let it chill there. When I blend out the foundation, it blends out anyway. Putting this on first before you do foundation means you don't use too much foundation. You only use what you need, and I just think it's the best way to conceal everything. It's one of my favorite little tricks to do, guys, so give it a go. I'm gonna continue to blend. Yeah, this foundation has beautiful coverage, which I love because it means I have to do minimal work. I can literally apply this and my skin looks good to go, you know? And obviously it's like a satin matte finish, which obviously works perfectly for my skin. This is one of those foundations that you're like, how is it £5? Like, genuinely, this competes with some of my high-end foundations, and I'm not fucking kidding. By the way, I blend this everywhere except underneath my eyes. I let the concealer do the work for that, but everywhere else is blended, and you can see we are covered. This foundation as well lasts beautifully on the skin too, which for me is a huge selling point for an everyday foundation, because a lot of the time I'll have my makeup on AM to PM. Do you know what I mean? I need it to last, and this foundation does that for me, which is great. Concealer, I really don't think we're going to be surprised. It's the H&B Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. So I use shade 2W, but I also take a little bit of Zero as well, kind of mix into Brighten. Honestly, after doing this in my TikTok makeup hacks video, I'm obsessed. The brightness and the lift that I get from this is beautiful. And honestly, ever since doing it, Jake compliments me on my makeup and he says this is one of my favorite looks. Like, he was like, it looks really bright and clean. You know, like a boy's description. It's dead cute. For him to notice something is different, this has to be good. 2W to begin with. We're just going to go kind of down the sides of the nose and just a little bit underneath the eye. And then I take it up here too. Leaving that middle area because that's where we're going to put the other one, and then I'm going to put a little bit on my chin, down my nose and forehead too. Zero, a little bit of that right in the middle here. I take it a little bit onto like this cheek bit as well. I kind of like it to be right in the center, and this is going to look crazy, okay, but trust the process. Then you want to take a brush, okay, a brush to blend out your concealer. divine, okay? You will not look back. Don't get me wrong, I love a sponge still, and I use a sponge at the end to kind of marry everything together, but a brush is the way. This one, by the way, is I always get questions on this. It's the Spectrum B05. Basically a mini flat top. It's brilliant for concealer. I don't worry too much about the edges yet because my sponge will do that for me, but I just kind of work on pressing this in. I always like to start on these middle parts as well. It kind of gives my under eye a little bit of time to sit. It's my favorite thing to do with concealer. I think you get the best coverage out of the product. I don't really need the coverage down the center of my face. This is more just to kind of brighten and even the skin out, balance everything, you know, so I don't have this crazy bright under eye and then everywhere else is looking okay. Start on the sides of my nose, and I'm literally just going to do small tapping motions and then work my way up, right up here towards the temple. Keep patting to blend that out. The concealer down the sides of the nose, by the way, like this, is the little nose contour hack. Promise you this will make your life easier. It really kind of help to snatch everything in a bit. This is what I do, right? I don't just use my like bronzers and my contours to do the contouring. I also use the brightness. It's actually a bit of an easier way. Like, it's not as intimidating. Almost like reverse contouring, isn't it, when you think about it? So maybe give that a go if you do struggle with anything like that. My sponge is already damp, guys, but I'm going to take a little bit of my Urban Decay All-Nighter, just a small amount to cover that sponge. I'm going to take the butt of the beauty blender and just use that to blend out those edges, and you'll see it all start to come together. This is the part where it always looks hella light and kind of crazy, and you'll be like, what the fuck, Jordan? Cream bronzer. Oh my god, I can actually kind of say, I can see it. Oh my god. How this didn't twig in my brain when I used the foundation, I don't know. But guys, my beauty expert edit with Primark is released. That is fucking crazy to say, by the way. Like, it humbles me so much because without licking Primark's ass, I mean, I will any day of the week. I won't talk about it too much though because I probably will cry. But honestly, Primark has been that brand for me that I've not only shopped at for years, adored so much. And it's crazy that I can actually walk into a Primark now and see my face. And I've worked with the team. Like, what? Oh god, my life. We did make it happen. You guys made it happen. Reason I'm saying that is because you know my love for this product. You knew I was going to use this before I even said it. The foundation and contour stick from Primark. This is in chai, but I also love caramel too. Whatever one I can get my hands on, I get my hands on. Okay. Such a beautiful cream contour stick. It's one of those ones that you can literally whack on like this. You don't even need to warm it up. It's so beautiful and creamy. You can just shove it on your face like this. Can I do a little bit on my nose as well? This was out of stock for ages, right? None of us can get our hands on this color anyway, but this is in, of course it's in my Primark expert edit. Head to your local Primark, and if you see the stand with my face on, you'll be able to grab one of these. The foundation I use too, like, you'll see a bunch of my favorite makeup products. That's basically what it is. It's like a little hub of my favorite Primark beauty products. Well, some of them anyway, because I couldn't put them all on there, of course, but there wasn't enough room. All this needs is a few taps and you'll instantly see it start to blur out, and this just isn't muddy. Beautiful color. This is why I use this every single day. And do you know what? Considering I use this every single time I do my makeup, it lasts a really, really long time. I think it's because you get a good amount of product in here though. Love, sorry, I was just excited about that. I had to share it. I like to put a little bit here. So you know where I've kind of lifted up the concealer, there's almost like a faint line. Right above that line, I pop a little bit of the contour stick like that, and I'll blend that out, and then that will help to lift and obviously blend it upwards. I've actually been doing my nose contour a little bit different recently. So usually I'm really kind of careful with how I blend out these lines, right? But at the moment, I've more so just been kind of blending them out a little bit more carefree, because I go in with a highlighter down the middle soon, and I feel like it brings everything back together. I feel like as long as this area is bronzed and there's some faint lines, I'm okay with it. It's actually made my life so much easier, to be honest. And I don't bring up the lines as high. So you can see here, I'm tapping it out. I keep the lines more so just in the center, and then I stop at the tip. A little bit here to kind of lift, and then later on, I'll pop a little bit here to kind of round off the end. Another favorite makeup step of mine is, of course, blush. Cream blush, all the blush. My everyday makeup look, I tend to go pretty heavy with the blush. Maybe it's because like that blushed skin looks a bit more like natural. I don't know. Just gives that nice flush of color. This is the one that I've been obsessed with at the moment. It's the Mitchell, made by Mitchell liquid blusher. This is in Sweet Cheeks, and it's baby pink. Straight onto the skin. I'm not shy with her. This stuff blends out beautifully, so it's really, really easy to apply. I go just above the bronzer and a little bit on the tip of my nose. Go in with a brush and I tap over that. Bring it up quite high here, but I actually have been sort of rounding it off onto my cheek here a little bit, just to give that rosier cheek appearance. But how beautiful is that shade? Perfect baby pink shade, and it does just melt into the skin. Whatever's left on the brush, I kind of start to take onto my lids a little bit, rounding this sort of shape off. It's almost like I do a little C shape like this. I feel like it helps with the overall like blushed effect. Now I do go pretty heavy with the blush to begin with because obviously when you powder and stuff it will dilute down, and I just love blush. I mean, I just don't need an excuse for it, to be honest. I love it. Everything needs to be set in place now. I take my powder very seriously. For me, the setting of my skin is what helps with the longevity. I like to take these two, which are actually two of my favorite powders ever. This one is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. This is in Pound Cake, and this one is the I Heart Revolution Banana Scented Baking Powder. I'm literally just going to mix them together. Tap out any creases, just like that, and then go straight in, okay? I load this on there, just like that, and then I start underneath my eye, and I will pat this into the skin, and I don't leave this on there. The only place I leave powder is literally down the sides of my nose like that, but everywhere else I will press in. Instantly sets, and look how kind of smooth it makes your skin. This little combo of powders is divine. Obviously bearing in mind though, the banana powder is obviously yellow tinted and the Huda Beauty is more of that like skin tone type of shade, right? So I feel like together they're perfect. Then for the rest of my face, I like to use a foundation powder. This one in particular, it's the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. This is in 235, which is kind of similar to my skin tone. Told you, I take my powder and setting seriously. Obviously it adds a little bit of extra coverage, which is great, but I like this for the outer parts of my face, and I kind of use it to dust away that bake as well. And you'll see, obviously where this is a bit coloured, if I just tap that into the skin, so it leaves the shape without the harsh white line, so I feel like it blends it away beautifully. A light little dusting of this all over to finish. Whoa. Actually, you might call me crazy for this because this is that extra step that I like to do for the bright under eye. I do like to take a white eyeshadow. I'm using the Be Perfect Carnival XL Pro palette, and I'm using this shade here, which is called Pillow Talk. To be honest, I think I just need to find like a white actual like powder or something. So if any of you have any recommendations, let me know. Obviously, if this runs out, I don't want to buy like a whole palette for it. Do you know what I mean? Right now, my under eye is a little bit bright, but I like it to kind of pop. And I sort of take it more so onto the cheek bit here rather than sort of directly underneath my eye, and a little bit down the sides of my nose too. And can you see the difference? Obviously I've not blurred out the edges yet. I use light pressure and little circular motions to blend that out, but you see that difference? I don't know, man. I can't not do this now. See how much that's really brightened up and transformed my under eye? Everything kind of looks more lifted again. I like to powder bronze now with a little bit of my Jordana Tissue Cosmetics. This is the cream bronzer and powder bronzer duo. My shade that I like to use is in Fiji Fling, and I basically just use this to top up on everything that's sort of existing on the face already. So the cheeks, onto the forehead. To be honest, I literally just kind of whack this on. I don't really think about it too much. This shade reminds me a lot of like Matte Give Me Sun. If you're into that warmer bronzer shade, you'll absolutely love this. It's matte as well, which is my favorite type of formula. More blush now, how could I not? This is actually a new product from Iconic London. Sorry, it's gross again. What is this called? This is the Silk Glow Duo. This is in Rose Glow. They have, I think, 2 different combos of this, but this one's my favorite. So it's a blush and highlighter in one. One second, guys. Is that a bit better? I feel like it went really dark then. The sun keeps shining in, and I think it keeps like messing with the lighting. I apologize for that. Essentially what this is obviously a highlighter, and then you get a glowy blush as well. This color, guys, is so beautiful. I'll swatch the highlighter as well. I feel like it's perfect on top of this Mitchell blush. Straight into this. I'm not shy with this at all. And then I will press it over the top. You see the beautiful like glow that this has to the skin, but it's the perfect amount of glow. You know the perfect glow, right? Where if you want to add a highlighter, you still can. It's not going to look crazy. But also if you don't want to, it's fine as well because it does have that really pretty sheen to the skin. That is this. Yeah, I love this. How beautiful do those shades look together? Honestly, ever since I got this in PR, I have not stopped using it. But every day I do like a little bit of a glow. I feel like it kind of marries everything together and stops everything looking a little bit powdery. To be fair, sometimes I actually take this one in the Iconic London blush set. This is beautiful. It's not that like metallic, really bright highlighter. You can still see it on the skin, don't get it twisted, but it's not as intense, right? It's like that beautiful like soft glow. However, I'm going to be using a firm favorite today. Reason being is because for every day I just feel like this looks the most like natural because it almost just looks wet on the skin. You know when it almost looks like you haven't set your makeup? That's what this product gives off. So this is the Refy Liquid Highlighter. I take some on the back of my hand, like a nice generous amount. And then I grab my sponge, okay? And I press the product into the sponge like this. Pinch the sponge so that the surface area is smaller. That way, when I go in like this to apply it, you'll see it applies the perfect amount in the perfect area. And you see that? Obviously where this is liquid, there's no glitter, nothing. I've raved about this so many times at this point. You're probably bored of me talking about it a little bit more. I'm just gonna put this onto the tip of my nose, and then whatever's left I'll pop it above the brows too. See how quick and easy that was? You can just chuck it on and your skin is just glowing. It's delish. Are we ready to see magic happen, guys? This, the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. This is in Milk. Ooh, watch me magically have nose contour, right? So obviously I've got the colour, right, on my nose right now. A simple line, right, just down the centre of the nose. Blend that out with my finger and my nose is contoured. Just like that. I also like to put a little bit of this just underneath the brow bone. Same thing, I use my finger to blend it out and it just kind of like lifts that area. It's like a facelift in a stick. It's bloody amazing. One last thing I do like to do though is I grab my Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is my favorite thing to contour my nose. It's the perfect shade. I won't ever use anything else. Grab some on a little brush and I will just leave like this little line. Hopefully you can see that. And I feel like that just helps to kind of create a little circle at the end and kind of lift the tip. You guys know I've tried numerous methods of contouring my nose, right? And this is definitely the quickest. And obviously every day it's so convenient. I just whack it on and go. And then obviously I love to do my little like faux beauty marks, moles, whatever you want to call them. That's just what I always love to do. So I use my Missguided Brow You Doing tinted brow marker to do this. This is in dark brown. Strategically place them. I like one there, one underneath my eye here, a small one above my brow, and then a little one down here too. And I also, if I have like a mountain growing on my face, I will turn it into a beauty mark as well. That's another little tip that I like to do. My skin's alright at the moment, and I don't know why, because I just finished PMSing, so I mean, someone's looking down on me. Last step for the skin, I go in with a dewy setting mist. I'm not setting my skin yet, okay? I do that at the very, very end. This is basically just to melt the powders into the skin. Finishes off the finish of the skin, basically. And this one I love. This is by Boohoo, guys. The setting spray. This is the dewy effect one. Now, be careful with the mister of this because it's a little bit intense. You kind of feel like you're drowning a little bit, but it's worth it. While I let that dry in, I will zoom you guys in and we can do eyes. This damn liner. Oh my God, I don't think I've had as many questions about an eyeliner in my life. Every single time I wear this, people ask me what I'm wearing. I think it's the color, to be honest, because it's like a beautiful chocolate brown. But the formula, the applicator, everything about this liner is my favorite. So this is the Fenty Beauty Flyliner. This is in Big Truffle. See how it's got a really, really nice tip to it? So it's so easy to do a wing. So typically I do like a small half wing. You're just worrying about the outer corner. Like you don't have to worry about any of this space in here. If you struggle with eyeliner, maybe give this a go. Obviously with eyeliner, practice does make perfect. You guys have got this though, honestly. I will of course show you what I like to do. It's so easy. I start on the outer corner and I trace that line like that. That's my starting point. Best way that I do it is I kind of follow my lower lash line and just extend it out. Then I find the center point of my eye, and this is where I'm going to extend a line outwards to meet up with that shape to create like a little triangle. Then the blank space, you just fill it in. I'll repeat it real quick on this side. How I try to see my lines as well, by the way, is when I look down like this, I like this top line to be like a straight line. I don't like the typical sort of curve and winged out shape. I like it just be a straight line, and that's how I kind of do my shape. You know what? This mascara has become another fan favorite again, the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I'm telling you, Maybelline mascaras, it is where it's at. Just what I wanted. I really wanted that mascara there. Like, thanks so much. Right on my nose contour too. What a bitch. It's fine, I'll just let it dry and it will be able to flick off. So just ignore that for a minute. This brand is my favorite for half lashes. These are designer lashes. These are part of the half lash edit, and to be honest, I love every single one. Some of them are more voluminous than others, but the reason I like them is because they completely transform your look, but without the effort of a full lash. You haven't got to worry about the inner corner, nothing like that. Here's a couple here, but I actually think this might be my favorite style. I say that, but I use them all. The one I'm using today is DL101. I'm just gonna go grab them because I was wearing them the other day. Here we go. So these are like a winged out lash. I'm gonna put no edits in this, no cuts, so you can see literally how easy these are to apply, right? I can literally drop them on my eye in 4 seconds. Push the outer corner and the inner corner. Done. You can literally drop these on your eyeball and they will look great instantly. That's why I don't like get mad about wearing these every day, because they take up no time. And the thing is, a lot of the time, once I'm letting these go tacky, I'll do my lips or something, so it's even better. That's kind of like what I would realistically do, right? This side's the same. We can literally just drop it straight on. Inner corner and outer corner, a little push, done. How gorge are they? And look at the difference like that's made to my eye. I personally like a little bit of a darker lower lash line here. It gives me a little drama, you know? So I can be the the drama? Am I the drama? To do that, I typically use, it's the NYX Epic like kohl liner. That is honestly the best. It should be on the table here somewhere, but apparently I can't find it right now. So I'm actually going to take Fenty Beauty one. This is the Fly Pencil Longwear Pencil Eyeliner in black. Thing is, this one's so good, but also if you can get the NYX one and it's just as good, then I would say get the NYX one, you know? Straight onto the waterline. I'm going to take a little bit of black eyeshadow just on a pencil brush and just smoke that out as close to the lash line as I possibly can. I don't blend it out too far. That's it for the eyes anyway, guys. I'm going to go quickly fix this and then we can finish off the lips. I'm sure we're not going to be surprised at the lip liner I'm going to use. It's the Kash Beauty one in Rust Nude. It's either this or Morphe Sweet Tea. So overline like I normally do. This is where I overline on like the Cupid's bow. Now I don't really have a lip line or a defined Cupid's bow, so I can kind of get away with doing this method. Once everything's filled in, it kind of just masks it anyway. So obviously I go above the lip line, just like that. I flatten out the Cupid's bow too, because I feel like that helps to make my lips look a little bit plumper. The sides, so I'll overline until I get to about like halfway down the lip. And then what I do is I bring the lip line in. So instead of following it in a straight line right into the outer corner of my mouth, I almost chop off the outer corner. And I feel like that shortens the sides of my lips and then makes them look kind of plumper. Lightly shading all of the edges. This is the point where I decide whether I want a matte lip or a gloss. If it's a matte lip, I use my Morphe matte lipstick in the colour First Base. One of my favourite lipsticks ever. However, if it's a gloss, these glosses are just my favourite thing ever. They're the Jordana Licia lip glosses. These are the like ones with colour. You guys know how much I love TMI, which is this beautiful like beige kind of brown. However, guys, I have a new discovery, which is this. You know I've been into my baby pinks and stuff? Well, welcome this. This is the gloss in the shade Bonbon. I'm feeling the gloss today, so we're going to do this. Look how beautifully that bends in with that lip liner. Literally, that's all you need to do. Just swipe over and it's done. These are great because they're so glossy too, but how gorgeous that colour. I am obsessed. I mean, even sometimes, yeah, I'll take a little bit of TMI and just put a little bit on top if I kind of want to chill out the pinkness a little bit. I feel like together they make such a nice combo as well. Either way, I love these glosses so much. Just the most perfect, like, nude lip everyday lip color. Oh, very me in it. So good. And then of course we've got to lock everything in place. Decay all-nighter. That's it. That's his makeup look. All that's left to do is take these hair rollers out, then I'll come back with the final look. That is it. We are done, guys. That is my current updated everyday kind of makeup routine. When I put makeup on, this is what I do with products that I love. So everything will be listed below. I'll put my shades and stuff as well to be a little bit more helpful. But that is me done. Hope that was helpful. Hope you enjoyed seeing what I do to my face every day. Well, when I wear makeup, but thank you for watching and I'll see you soon, okay?